Before we do the June field trip, I want to show you something I started doing just recently, and that's making compost tea. Now, most normal people would do it in a 5-gallon bucket. This happens to be a Fulton bucket, by the way. Fulton from Texas bucket. But not me. If 5 gallons is good, how about 35 gallons? It's brewing its little heart out. Our first stop is the worm bin. Want to look inside? About once a week, I'll come out here and turn the dirt over. Make sure I still have worms. And it aerates the soil. Let's see. Looks like we've still got plenty in there. So they must like their little home. But the only thing that's recognizable from when we started, which was about, I guess by now about 7 weeks, are some eggshells that I threw in there. They've gone through just about everything else. Checking out the okra the other day, I noticed it's starting to flower. 2 rows that I'll be picking out of pretty soon. And right next to it is 2 additional rows that I planted not long ago. Cantaloupe grew a little bit since you saw them last. And I see a flower on there. Watermelon has a few flowers. I might make one this year. Kind of excited about that. The pumpkin patch. Yeah, I'm excited. I actually found 2 of them in there. A lot more than I had last year. After the hurricane came through, I couldn't even find a vine. I started training the cucuzza vines on the netting. And they're starting to grow too. You can see the meliton vines, or vine, is doing well. Very well. Over here we have a few of my tomato plants. I'd say they're close to 6 feet tall by now. This particular plant, there is a tomato cage in there, but the branches seem to want to grow straight up, and they're huge, healthy branches. It's a shame they're not disease resistant. They've got a few little tomatoes on them too. I say a few. That's quite a bit. Here's a couple more. This plant is actually a branch that I cut off of one of the healthy plants and just stuck it in the ground. Kept it watered every day. It looked like it died. All the leaves just shriveled up and it looked really bad. And after, like I said, after about a week of watering, this thing is taking off. From what I can understand, it'll bear fruit long before a seedling that's planted. We'll see. In between the tomato plants, I planted squash. I plant 3 plants at a time, and believe me, I can't pick and eat all the squash these things are producing. Now, some of these are a lot bigger than what I like. See these little bitty ones? When you're barbecuing, take and tip them, cut them in half lengthways, and I like to salt and pepper them, put a little Italian dressing mix on them, and throw them on a hot pit for about 15 or 20 minutes. Makes for some good eating. I think that dog would eat anything. Now she's learned how to break corn. Speaking of breaking corn, we'll be doing that this week, in fact. Let's try test an ear and see what we have. Now that ear of corn measures almost 12 inches. The purple hull peas are starting to bloom. That's going to be some good eating. Right next to the peas is the row of snap beans. Now, a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I would not have given you a nickel for that row of snap beans. All of a sudden, they just took off. These things are not supposed to be producing in the summertime. But as you can see, they sure are growing. Now, I've yet to figure out how to pronounce the name of these things. But it does, when I do try, it does sound a lot like goat in French, which is cabri. So that's what I've been calling them. Some cabris. These are the upside down cucumbers. Now, I know I should have waited. I harvested yesterday. Got about, I think it was 8, maybe 10 real nice cucumbers. They are burpless, and if you don't let them get too big, they are seedless. Up here on top are the gherkin, which I see I have several little ones on here. This looks like a big cockaburra, but it's actually a gherkin. Well, that's it for this trip. It's getting hot out there. It was time to come sit in front of this big fan I got running. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you again soon. And that's right, la spa.